Because I don't want this episode to be half an hour long.
Oh, then just cut out the bits that are any good.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'll keep all the bits that are crap then.
Yeah.
What do you think of vaporwave?
The genre of music? I haven't heard a lot of it, but
Okay, you heard it here first, folks.
exclusive. But it's a genre of electronic music that I don't mind. Like there was when dubstep first came out, I was very, very averse to that. And Nick took much pleasure in trying to introduce me to some stuff that he knew that I really wouldn't like.
Yeah.
As much as you did try and show me some stuff that you thought was good, but there was a lot, anything with like the screech and the...
Well, a lot of it was just showing you stuff that was bad that I didn't even like either.
Yeah. But there was a, like, vaporwave is very chill. Yeah. But like vaporwave, it's very chill, it's very melodic, because a lot of the time they take songs that are already well composed and then they fiddle with it. So a lot of artists literally just slow down pre-existing songs. But most artists that are good at it, like Saint Pepsi, for example, he actually fiddles with it. Saint Pepsi?
Yeah.
Oddly enough, that's a character that Michael and I do, because you know that how there was the mascot Pepsi Man that exists.
Yeah.
Well, they released a game called Pepsi Man, and we take like the word Pepsi and misconstrue it, and we do like Bopsel and Beppus and and Hepsel and Hoppus and Poopsie and Peepsy and all that. And we invented this character called Bopsel Man. And he's this overweight superhero with like respiratory issues, and what you do is like you sit there and you're like.
So he's like the guy from the cutscenes in Pepsi Man.
And he's like always, and he's this apathetic, like washed up has-been superhero that tries to give people good advice, and
he doesn't do it well.
Yeah, so and usually his advice is to just drink Pepsi, and he tries to save the day with fucking Pepsi.
If you wanted to show someone what my channel was, which video would you choose?
Well, it's hard to say because there's a lot of things that you do. There are some serious discussions about cinema and about film composition, and then there is some stupid, really just unintelligent nonsense.
Yeah, naturally.
So it would be hard to pick. It'd be hard to pick one. I think maybe if you got like the Christmas episode of this, because that was pretty stupid. But I imagine there's probably
I think there was some genuine conversation in that one as well. So that probably would be a good example.
I remember it being good. Yeah, I like Santa.
I want to rewatch that one. It was pretty funny. Chris was great as Santa.
Do you just put your own videos on the background because you like the sound of your own voice?
No. Every now and then that I'm just like, because I make videos that I like, pretty much. I think everyone on like who has a YouTube channel, they make videos that they want to see. So you shouldn't judge YouTubers if they watch their own content every now and then. You know, they go back and they watch, you know, because I'm not gonna watch something that I've made after maybe 2 months, because I've been spending a good couple of hours, maybe even a couple of days, rewatching the same bits over and over and over. So the video will be like horrible to me, but then I'll go back maybe a few months and rewatch it, and it'll be pretty funny.
Yeah, well, like of course, there's pride in your work, and there is certainly a tool in looking at your own work and working out. If I say work one more time, just work. Because there is value in watching your own stuff, and then determining what is good, what to keep, what you should do again, and then things that you should.
Every now and then, I go back and watch videos like, oh, I wish I didn't keep that in, or I wish I made that funnier, or something like that. You know?
Did you learn?
I mean, every now, of course.
Did you have an experience?
That's why, like, a lot of YouTubers should go back and watch their old videos. Don't delete them all. Only delete the ones that you're really just not proud of. Because obviously, I'll make a bad video, but if I'm like, okay, I'm still proud of this, I'll keep it up. Like, or if I keep it up in order to show the evolution of my video making style, or just keep it up for, you know, just archival reasons. Like, the first video on my channel is literally just me as a little 14-year-old boy talking to the camera, being like, hey, welcome to my channel.
First channel?
my channel. And that's literally all it is. It's not even funny or anything. But I keep it up just because of the fact that it's the first video on my channel, despite how really bad it is.
Yeah, well, there's something. Yeah, there is a historical significance to that.
Historical significance. I think another question that was asked by you was, should I should do a movie review for When Harry Met Sally?
Oh, like I was curious if you'd seen it before and what you thought of it.
I had not seen it before, so going on.
And maybe that would warrant.
Going on just the single watching, the single viewing that I had, I thought it was good. Yeah. It's a good movie. It definitely holds up. It's a very well written movie. Really good. Have you seen it before?
I've seen it once because I have an uncle who's has it as his favourite film, and I went, well, what is it? And I knew about the, I'll have what she's having scene.
Yeah.
And so I went, I want to see it. Plus, I like Billy Crystal. I think it's funny.
He's funny. It was a good movie. They're really good, really well written. I highly recommend it to people who like romantic comedies but don't want to see the schlock that places that Hollywood releases like on a weekly basis. Another good recommendation is one that's currently in cinemas right now called The Big Sick. Go watch that now. It's really good, really funny, but also really heartbreaking at the same time. Mainly in the middle of the movie. Really good though. Really highly recommended. When
you're saying that the lady that's in it, she's Ruby Sparks.
Yes, Zoe Kazan. Yep.
I like that film. It's very hard to watch.
I need to watch it. Paul Dano's in that. I like Paul Dano. He'd be a good Riddler.
So he's the lead guy, the author in it? Paul Dano?
Yeah, Paul Dano.
I think
he's the main character in Swiss Army Man.
And he plays Brian Wilson in a movie about Brian Wilson.
He's also in Okja, which is currently on Netflix. Go watch that one too.
Okja?
And he plays twins in a movie called There Will Be Blood, which is also very good, and he's very good in that one. He'd be a very good Riddler. He's tall and lanky, he's got the build, and he's got the acting ability to play the Riddler.
You know who probably should have been the Riddler? Eisenberg. He shouldn't have been Lex Luthor.
The more I watch the movie, the more I like his Lex Luthor. I've seen Batman v Superman a total of 4 times, but I've seen the 3-hour cut 3 times, and the more I watch it, the more I like it. And his personification of Lex Luthor gets more forgiving the more you watch it, because you start to learn more about the characters' inner workings and stuff.
Well, not to circle jerk about Heath Ledger and his Joker, but I believe that his portrayal of the Joker being the deranged person that he is, and the culture that we have at the moment that sort of glorifies mental illness, I think a combination of that has led to a few different villains just being like, okay, as my character, I'm gonna be crazy, and that's a character, when it isn't. That's a trait which can be used to enhance a character, but then you get like the I'm gonna hurt you real bad and have no substance, or you get like the
so that joke is that's not a good
and then you get like Lex Luthor, who is a character who serves a function, who's like the alright, I'm a multi-millionaire and I'm gonna kill the
that's
and then you take Eisenberg and he's like,
not really. He's more like,
yeah, well, he's this sniveling sort of like I'm nuts, that's my character.
Yeah, he's
crazy.
early Lex Luthor.
When you see me being like,
he was like that in the comics.
Oh, is that canon?
Yep, yeah. Old Lex Luthor from like the 40s and stuff was a mad scientist who was quite, crazy.
Was he meant to be?
He had the long red hair as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
okay. He
only became real estate obsessed with Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor. He was pretty much he's pretty much like a personification of the evil of society, so like what society fears. So during the 40s, obviously it was like the atomic bomb and mad scientists and all that kind of stuff. Then it became big businesses and stuff during the 60s, So he became pretty much a personification of the evils of society. So currently he plays, once again he's gone back to being a mad scientist, because science is doing some pretty crazy things at the moment. So either way, though, I think he's just a really good character, and I think Jesse Eisenberg's portrayal of him is really good in Batman v Superman, but especially the Ultimate Cut, because we get more insight into his motivation in that movie. Like,
I kind of liked it, but I think he felt silly.
You need to watch the Ultimate Cut, though, because you get more insight into his, he had all this childhood abuse and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of the dialogue in that movie is not straightforward, which I think is good. I hate it when movies just tell you everything. There is absolutely no hand-holding in Batman v Superman, and that's one of the things I love about that movie.
And I can see for someone who's really into the comics and is very well read, I can imagine that would be exactly what they want, because there's a lot of inference there.
Yeah, well, they have changed a lot in the movies, but what they've done in changing has been really good. I really like what they've changed and how they've changed it. They did it really well to suit the story of the screen. Unlike Marvel, who's just going, hey, let's do this with that guy just because we can do it.
Yeah. But like
a lot of them don't really feel like they're part of the same universe. A lot of the movies are very standalone, whereas the DC so far, like they've all felt like they belong in the same universe, even Suicide Squad.
But as someone that there's never really been into that culture, going and watching Batman vs Superman, it felt like there was a lot in there that just made me be like, why do I care?
Yeah. Which makes...
But for you, I can imagine that it would be a really rewarding experience because of the amount that you've put into... getting into the canon of it.
Yeah.
You can then look at minor cues and make inference and then go, oh, okay.
Yeah. I do highly recommend watching the extended cut a bit more, though.
Do you feel that aids...
Oh, yeah. That's the only version of the movie you need to watch.
Okay.
Don't even bother with the theatrical cut again.
Even as someone who isn't well read in the canon, does it explain itself better?
It explains itself way better.
Okay.
Yeah. For example, if you didn't know, this is all just probably going to be cut out. I could make this just us talking about that movie Superman a separate video.
Sure. Oh yeah, we'll just get the bits that you want and do it.
Anyway, for example, the bit where the bomb in the Capitol, that it's not explained why Superman couldn't thing it in the movie, right? He couldn't stop it in the movie, but in the extended cut, they explained that the wheelchair was lined with lead.
Oh,
Superman can't see through lead.
Oh, I didn't even know that he couldn't see through lead.
But I think they explain. I think Lois is like, okay, so that explains why he couldn't see through it. Superman can't see through lead.
Yeah.
But obviously she doesn't go, oh, Superman can't see through lead.
Yeah.
You know, she says it more, subtly, like a good movie, good, well-written movie would do.